too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tag people. Hopefully it will come up. Okay, I'm gonna start tagging. You can talk because they can see you.
Okay. Hi, welcome to our Pampered Chef party. I'm so glad you're here, and we're in Tracy's beautiful kitchen. Tracy is our Pampered Chef consultant for tonight, and she's going to introduce a lot of the great items from Pampered Chef. She has all kinds of great stuff for you and tips, and so she'll be around in a minute to show you everything. And I'm going to sort of step to the side and try to answer comments and questions. So any questions you have about items or questions for Tracy, I'm going to be watching so that she can help you and answer that. So here's Tracy.
Hi everyone, I'm Tracy and I'm Betty's Pampered Chef consultant. And in the next few days, I will be doing some live videos, a mixture of product videos, and I will be posting all about the products, as well as I will be putting up some fun games. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about myself. I'm going to be doing a recipe here soon, but I want to mention how I became a Pampered Chef consultant. I started using Pampered Chef about 25-30 years ago, and I loved the products. Most of my stuff is almost 30 years old, at least 25, and I just love the product so much, and I started cooking with it, and it developed a love of cooking for me. So once I started cooking, I also started baking, and so I pretty much say that cooking and baking have been part of my life for 30 years. I became a pastry chef, a self-taught pastry chef, and I did that for a while, and I got sick. And when I got sick, I decided I would try to do Pampered Chef, selling it. And I became so sick that I couldn't do about anything other than try to figure out what was going on, and I was told I had fibromyalgia. And at the time, the doctors, tested me for just about everything, but I never seemed to get better. And it wasn't until this year or last year actually, that I was told that I have Lyme's disease, and I was treated for Lyme's. And most of my symptoms went away. I still have a little bit of symptoms, and I think it could be old age that's causing some of that. But for the most part, most of my fibromyalgia symptoms was cured with the Lyme's treatment. And I decided I needed something to do, and I decided to go back into Pampered Chef. I went to a party during COVID, and during the first beginnings of COVID, and I fell in love with the product all along, but it's now online. And so I decided, well, give it a shot. If I could do in-home parties, I could do parties here. So right now we have a whole new fall season, which was why I wanted Bette to do a party in September, because I really wanted her to be able to showcase all of the new fall products. One of them is stoneware. So if you notice, when you've been going into the temporary problems, or when you're in shopping site, you find that it's temporary shopping and out of order. One of the reasons is because they've developed a whole new stoneware, and it's called infusion stoneware.
Stacy says hi.
And hi, Stacy.
Your sister and my sister said hi.
Hi. And so with the new stoneware, the infusion stoneware, you can now preheat the oven, put the stoneware in the preheated oven, and let it heat up. Put your product on even if it's frozen. So you can put frozen on hot and it's not going to break, which is just an amazing thing. When you take your product out of the oven, the stoneware out of the oven, after it's cooled, you can actually put it in the dishwasher. It's dishwasher safe. And so that is like the main thing that I'm excited about. You know, you do not have to worry about any of the stoneware.
How about that bottom you were talking about, that infusion?
It's tightly put together. It's got a tighter, the pores are closer together.
Wow.
And that's why you're able to, but that's to show you the difference too from the old stoneware and the new stoneware that you might have.
Yeah.
And so we have a whole line, so please check that out. I won't go through all of the products right now.
Peggy's watching from Omaha.
What?
Peggy, hi Peggy.
Hi Peggy.
Peggy from Omaha, Nebraska.
I won't go through all of the products right now because over the next 3 days until Saturday, I am going to be focusing on the new products as well as our electronics. You will also I'll be putting stuff out that is just well known, like the garlic press and different, you know, the food chopper. I will be doing stuff on that, so if you've never seen a food chopper, well, you're going to see it at Bette's party. Tonight we're focusing on the air fryer, and I have to tell you, I've been using the air fryer quite a bit, and you know, it has been just a lifesaver for my husband and I. It comes in several different settings. It comes in the air fry, bake, roast, rotisserie, and reheat, and it also dehydrates. So each setting, it's so easy to use, and I'm going to actually do a recipe right now to show it off. If this is beyond your budget, this is when you want to say, hey, this would be great. Betty is going to find out that she's going to have the awards and all kinds of stuff, and she gets 60% off in the month of September on any of the electronics, any of the available products in the party. So this is the time to book a party from her, and it also benefits both of you because not only will you have her at your party and she'll be ordering something, but she's going to have a 50% discount on an item. So she needs three bookings, and so if you're interested in it, I'll be talking more about it in the party, but please know that is something that you can do instead of having to buy it right now. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about before I start the recipe is our times. So tonight we're going until 9:30, and that's Eastern time, and so we'll be available for the next couple of hours, and then I'm going to be doing posts starting 10 a.m. in the morning, and I'll be doing a post to 2 posts an hour, and it will go through 8 o'clock at night. So if you have any questions, please let us know and how to order. I put out a video earlier. If you go back, it tells you all about how to order from the party if you don't know how. I've got the link in several different places on her party page, and I will continue to put out the link soon.
Hi Michelle.
Hi Michelle.
Karen, my sister-in-law Karen. My sister-in-law Karen raves about the can opener.
Oh.
She said it's like no other. So I wanted to mention that while I was thinking of it. So these items like this garlic press and the can opener and the bottle opener. It's a bottle opener actually. She talks about a lot. She says it just makes it a breeze to open things up when you have a hard time opening things. So there's so many great products that I didn't even really know about, even though I have loved the bakeware for all these years. So anyway.
That's wonderful. That's great. One of the things that I want to talk a little bit about is the game point system, and I won't go fully into it, but in the party you're going to be earning points, and I encourage you to invite friends. You get points for that.
Oh, right. Can you tell them? Tell them they can tag right now
you
while we're
can
watching.
tag people and invite them to the party, which for every person that you invite, if you invite, I think it's 25 points. I don't have the game sheet with me right now, but you get 50 points if you actually book a party with me, and you get 5 points if you play the games, and 10 points if you actually win. And this is at the end of the party. You've had to have the most points and have ordered something. I will be totaling up all of the points, and you're going to win the Apple Core, which is a brand new product, and it's sharp at the bottom, really sharp. And so when you put to core the apple and you bring it up, it actually has a really good release on it. So this is a really cool item, and hopefully you'll win it. So yeah, so do you have any questions? So
no, but the air fryer, you can make French fries in that, right?
you can do French fries, you can do a rotisserie chicken. It comes with a round basket to do the French fries, and it swirls around. And this month, everybody can buy the air fryer. It's been only for hostesses up until now, but it was so popular and people wanted it so much that they're actually made it where you can order it now, and they're available. One of the things before I get into the recipe I wanted to really talk to you about is the 7 to 8 weeks shipping time. Now, during COVID, the shipping, people were, stuck at home, and they discovered they really needed to cook. Mm-hmm. And so they started going to these Pampered Chef parties, and because, we might as well go for the best. And they actually bought out a lot of what Pampered Chef had on stock. So they've been, over the last couple of months, they've enlarged their center, and they're making more products, 3 times as much, and they're getting the products out as fast as they can. They do apologize to you for that, but there should be quite a few products that, with the new products now, because they've made 3 times as much, and they're continuing to make 3 times. So expect 7 to 8 weeks for you to get your products. That's not, I've gotten some product, in 3 to 4 weeks. So you just never know. If they have the product, they're going to send it right away to you. So any questions?
Yeah, just one more thing I wanted to mention. Hi, Diane. I'm just watching the feed. If you guys have questions, ask, and I'll try to watch for that. But one thing I'm so impressed with Pampered Chef, and you and I have talked about, and some of their items run more like the air fryer. But when you look at the cheaper ones, and you go, and they have plastics, and they have aluminum, and they have a lot of toxic stuff. And so I know I had asked you about this, and those interested in the product might want to know. The issue of toxicity, they just don't have that with Pampered Chef.
No.
You don't have it in this item, and you don't have it in any of the stoneware. And so that is a great relief that, not only is it lifetime, but I love that it's not toxic. So I just wanted to mention that, because this runs more than the others, but you're avoiding all those really health issues.
Right, and with air frying instead of deep frying, which tonight I'm making 3 berry hand pies, which is very popular here in the South. Mm-hmm. And so the hand pie is actually, not being in the oil, right there, it's already healthier. And you can make chicken tenders, and you can, to do your own rotisserie chicken. You can also make your own dried fruit, and
that's awesome.
The Pampered Chef air fryer comes with this handy cooking guide, and it not only gives you recipes like what we're doing tonight, but it also tells you the times for each thing that you need. So if it's dehydration, some things can take 3 to 4 hours. Whereas, 7 minutes to do chicken tenders, and these hand pies are 14 minutes. I mean, it's quick, it's so fast. So let's go ahead and get some of this recipe. I've got some of them made here. And all I did was use refrigerated pie dough. You can make your own, but this is for those that are tired and coming home from work, and they just pull out some pie dough and they want something fast and easy. I whipped up some I took 1/4 of a cup of, actually it's a half a cup because I made double here because Brian and I have been actually having them. So you know, there's, and the recipe calls for 1/4 cup of blueberry jam. I used 3 berry. You could use whatever flavorings you want, whether it's apple pie or peach pie or what. You could even open up a can, you know, canned fruit already done. But this is fresh fruit, and my husband and I used frozen fresh fruit. You can go out and get fresh berries, but frozen during this time, we just thought that it would be best to have the frozen on hand. And it's also great for smoothies, so it's already frozen fruit and it makes it thick. So we put 1/4 cup of the berry jam, and I did 1/4 cup of frozen berries. Now, quick tip with frozen berries, they're going to have a lot of juice. And so when you want to like let them thaw and then pour out the liquid. And I actually put just like it wasn't like 1/4 of a teaspoon, just a sprinkling of cornstarch in it. And I also grated up some lemon, so the rind right into here, and that's all it is. It's very simple. I'm just going to take my small scoop, which I'm posting all these items that I'm using after, you know, in the party right now as we're speaking. So you're just gonna put a little bit of berries right in the center.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
And you need something to wet it. And so I'm gonna take my silicone brush here, and I'm just going to put it around a little bit on the sides. And that's going to adhere it, and it just gives an extra protection there. And you just put your other round disc out. I use the round cookie biscuit cutter, and I'm just going to put that on top, and I'm going to press just to get it a little bit adhered with the water. You take your fork, and you want to make sure that all of the sides are pressed into the pie dough, and that's just the other protection. And for those of you that can't have gluten or low carbs, I mean, apple chips dehydrated in this would be great.
Oh, right,
and
right.
all kinds of different fruits. I guess that's not really low carb, but it is gluten free.
Yeah.
If you want to go low carb, you can, for a snack, you could do beef or, you know, dried turkey,
Oh,
make
that's
turkey
a good
jerky
idea.
and stuff like that. I'm also at the very top. I'm just on the top of the pie, and what I did was I took my little paring knife and I made an X, and that's going to allow the steam to come out of the pie so it doesn't explode. And so I'm just going to put a little bit more water on top. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon sugar right over that. And these come with racks. You get 2 of them. What I did was I sprayed a little bit of oil on it. You want to make sure that you do spray it. And if you do spray it over your sink, because if you spray it over the counter, or, you know, if it goes right toward the floor, you can cause an accident. So that's a quick. So I've already sprayed it with, well, I'm going to actually, because it feels, I'm going to spray it again real fast.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Susie. It's so glad you guys are on.
There we go. And so I did a quick spray, and I'm going to take my little mini spatula. If you don't have one of these, you need the mini spatula. They're perfect. I mean, I use them all the time.
Quick question. Lifetime guarantee on everything, even spatulas and things like that?
When you go in, and they'll tell you the warranty on them, but it's mainly the cookware.
Okay, lifetime guarantee.
Yeah,
okay.
for the cookware.
And the stones and stuff like that?
3 years on the stones.
Okay.
And you'd have to, I'm not sure what the warranty is on the electronics. I have to look. That's a good question, Betty, and I'll get back to you on that. So I'm just going to put these onto the air fryer, and Betty and I are going to switch places a little bit, so I can show you. And I'm just going to put these right into the air fryer.
Okay.
And I think you can see this. And it just slides right in on the shelf. It's really easy to slide in. And you gotta make sure it's plugged in. I'm gonna actually switch plugs here. Get this one on the top. And you'll see it come on. And once it comes on, you're going to actually set it to, you can see different settings here. And you want to set it to bake. And then you're going to push in the button, and it's going to pull up time, 15 minutes. I don't want to cook them for 15 minutes. I want to do it for 7 minutes or 14 minutes. So I now have it set. I just turned the wheel to 14 minutes, and now I'm just going to push the center, and it's off. It's going. And it will, halfway through, it's going to beep. And once it beeps halfway through, then I'm going to switch the racks where I've got them on the bottom now, and I'll switch it to the top. So I've got some pies right here. They've been cooling off on the Pampered Chef cooling rack. This is another handy item, and they're stackable, by the way. So that's great. And so you can see the result of these little hand pies just coming out. They're nice and brown, they're crispy.
They look great.
And I'm going to take a little bit of powdered sugar and a lemon, and I'm just going to cut a lemon in half. And I've got, I just put some, you want, that's about a half a cup. You probably need less. I just went ahead and made it, so I made sure that I had plenty. And I'm going to use the citrus lime press. I love this lime press because, Betty, come feel this. First, I'm going to take the lemon out real fast. But feel how sturdy that is.
Oh yeah, that's substantial.
Compared to my last one, feel the difference. That's a store-bought one.
Oh yeah.
So this is really heavy,
solid.
and this isn't going to stain. So that's amazing. You just put the lemons cut down, side down, and I'm just going to squeeze some right into my powdered sugar.
Oh, I think we need that one.
Yeah. And there you go. And then I'm just going to put this right to the side. This is all dishwasher safe, by the way. You just throw all of these things right into the dishwasher. And I'm using a prep bowl set, and I've got a little bit of, I'm just whisking it with a fork. And I'm going to just put a little bit of drizzle over it. And they have a drizzler in Pampered Chef, and I don't have it yet. You can make it as thick or light as you want. Yeah, that's a lot of lemon, so it's going to be tart.
I like a lot of lemon.
Yeah. But they have a chocolate drizzler online, and that'd be perfect for drizzling it on. I'm just going to spoon it on. Fork. And the final thing is powdered sugar. And this is the shaker, powdered sugar shaker. I just went blank there for a second. And you can put anything in it. In fact, when we're doing pizzas and you want to cover the bottom of your stone with cornmeal so the pizza doesn't stick, which it normally won't, but it keeps it steady. You could put cornmeal in it, you could put cinnamon sugar, you could put all kinds of different, I'm showcasing it on the party tonight, so I'm just going to sprinkle this on.
Well, my sister says she wants to add that press. She might want to add that press to the order. I wish we could show all the products there are. I was thinking that too. Like, I never even knew that, and it makes the lemon go so much further. Yeah, that's a good item.
Yes. And you can. All your cards will not be charged until the end of the party. Thank you for reminding me. And so you can actually add to your card if you already made an order now.
And you mean the end of the party, meaning Saturday, right? That's the last day for the...
Betty and I actually close out the party, and we'll let you know last time to order. We're closing it out soon. The moment that I submit your orders, then you will all receive receipts, and your credit cards will be charged.
Hi, April. I just saw she said hello. But also, can we just mention, if any of you have questions or you want to know about a certain product, either Tracy has it or she can tell you all about it, so you can put it in the feed and I'll be able to communicate that, or she can answer it later if it comes in after the party. So
That sounds good. 1 second, Betty. I'm going to have you be my tester. You
oh
can
yeah,
tell everybody.
okay.
You can tell everybody exactly
Great it is.
what you think
Oh,
of
wow.
this.
It just looks like it came out of the bakery first of all. Mm. Perfect. I wish you were here tasting it.
So,
It's perfect. Mm.
good.
I'm just gonna eat over here.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I thank you very much for watching live. Now, I will be going live each day. I'm going to try to go live about 5 o'clock each evening, and there's one morning I'm going to actually go in the morning. Don't be worried. If you can't see the live, I'll be posting it into the party, and you can watch it when you can. So, anyway, that's it, and thank you for
And
joining.
this is cooking?
This is cooking, and it's going to be, you want to wait for a couple of minutes and see me turn it over. What time is it on it?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. At 7 minutes it's going to beep,
Mm-hmm.
and once it beeps, then you just open up the door and you change out the rack, and you want to use these nifty little mitts. They're really tiny. They're the tiniest I've seen. They're silicone mitts, but they will protect your hands from the racks when they come out of the air fryer. And,
So are we done for the night after this?
we're done with the live. Where the party's still going to be going. Please feel free to play games.
Yeah, now that's what I want to
Okay.
mention.
When will they be playing games like I did that night when I went to a party? Like for tonight now, from now till 9:30, there'll be different games coming up and we can play, and that's how we get our points?
I've got one game posted for tonight, and then each day I'll have 2 games at least, maybe 3, depending on if you guys are game players, then I'll definitely be
We're
posting more.
Scrabble players.
Scrabble players, okay. Well, I'll be sure to post those in Scavenger Hunt, you mentioned, and I'll probably
love
a couple
that.
of Scavenger Hunt games. But that should be it, and I'd like to thank Betty for coming over here and going live with me. And
Thanks for coming on, guys, and just enjoy the rest of the party.
all right, thank you.